Everyone, I am Nagavelli Prasad, working in Telangana Social Welfare Residential Center of Excellence, Karimnagar. My dear students, transport of various substances in our body is performed by a system called as circulatory system. Right? The circulatory system consists of heart, a body fluid which is blood and blood vessels. As we know, heart is a pumping device which pumps the blood. And blood is a carrier of various substances, as I told you, and the blood vessels which allow the blood to travel through them. So, when blood is traveling in the organism, it follows two circulatory pathways. Let us discuss today how these circulatory pathways will be in the organisms. There are two types of circulatory pathways found in the organism. The first one is open type circulatory pathway and second one closed type of circulatory pathway. Have a look onto the diagram so that you can understand easily. My dear students, in the first one, open type, once blood is pumped by heart, let us assume this is heart, pumped by heart which enters into arteries. After entering into arteries sends this blood to large open areas of the body cavities known as sinuses. Here what is happening? The body fluid is coming outside of the arteries. So after that the veins collect this hemolymph, the part of the body fluid which is coming outside of the blood vessels, received by veins and sent to the heart. So here what is happening? Blood which is pumped by heart is coming outside of the vessels and reaching to the body cavities and freely flowing within the body cavity, later collected by the veins. So such type of circulatory pathway is known as open type circulatory pathway. We can find open type circulatory pathway in leeches, arthropods, mollusks and echinoderms and ascidians. My dear students, let us see the second type of circulatory pathway, closed type. Here what is happening? The blood which is pumped by heart enters into arteries, right? But the blood before entering into the vein, the artery and vein connected by minute blood vessels are known as capillaries. So here blood travels through the capillaries, finally reaches to the veins. So blood or body fluid is not coming outside of the system or blood vessels. So that it is called as closed type circulatory system or closed type circulatory pathway. Here what is happening? Due to higher pressure created in the capillaries when the blood travels from the arteries to capillaries, when due to higher pressure, the distribution of various materials takes place in the organ. So that once the distribution taken place, the remaining the blood travels through the veins and finally reaches the heart. This is called as closed type of circulatory system or closed type of circulatory pathway. We can see the closed type circulatory pathway from the non-chordates, annelids and cephalopods, and chordates, cephalochordates and vertebrates. This is regarding circulatory pathways. Thank you. The question for this session is, what is hemolymph?